Takeoff checks.
Buddy.
Everett. Partner.
Edric.
Kato.
Check your smoke pressure's on. Check your trim set. Check your heading norm. My heading is 272. Check steer 1. Check your altimeter setting 2879 for a corrected center point elevation of 2,000 feet. Check your barrel warning 0. Check your FCS 15, 30, 30, 41 down. Check your field. Check your seat armed lights out.
Buddy.
Everett. Partner.
Edric.
Kato.
Check your smoke pressure's on. Smoke on. Smoke off. Go well, good.
Buddy.
Everett. Partner.
Edric.
Kato.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream here for the 20th anniversary of the Virtual Blue Angels. We're excited to take to the skies here over Nevada. Recently, Airbrake just came back to the team, so we are very lucky to have him here. He's going to be filling in for Sufi tonight on the left wing in the 3-jet. Let's see what he can do. He's been gone for about a year now, so it's going to be his first flight back.
Buddy.
Everett. Partner.
All right. Okay.
Okay, boss.
Boss, setting up 73%, letting it roll. Stand by the covered wagons, ready, split.
Solo is ready. Switch 16, boss.
Boss, switching 16, come to.
Buddy.
Everett. Partner.
Edric.
Kato.
Boss up 16, come to.
Buddy.
Everett. Partner.
Edric.
Kato.
Reference 45. Start.
Again, with it being the Virtual Blue Angels 20th anniversary, you'll notice some special markings on the side of the jet there. Fly BBA 20 years. And 20 years of virtual aviation.
Easy brakes. Little more brakes. Easy brakes. Little more brakes. Easy brakes. Coming right. Okay.
Mason Faves says, I love your stuff, guys. Thank you so much, Mason. Glad to have you here. Guillermo says, let's go. Great to see you guys. Thanks, Guillermo. Welcome to the stream. Looks like I forgot my camera shake mod tonight, so
Oh, easy brakes. Brakes.
we'll have a pretty steady camera tonight, folks.
Thanks, Mo. Cleared for takeoff.
Solo's ready, good boss.
We're clear for takeoff. The winds are calm. Check your parking brake off. Check your trim set. Check your nose wheel steering on. Maneuver. Diamond half squirrel cage. Left turn out.
Ready.
Hey, break. Partner, diamond has clears on 9. Let's go.
Let's turn them up. Smoke on. Off brakes now. Burners ready now. Power set.
Incredible takeoff by the diamond there. The goal there is to keep the wings above. The wings above, boss.
Ease and power. Ease and more power. Okay. A little pull. Rolling out. Up we go. A little more pull. Adding power. Vertical 4-4. Ease and power. Ease and more power. Comes the pull. A little more pull. Ease and the pull. Ease and the pull. Ease and the pull. Smoke off. Coming left.
Right to the right, we have Matrix and Kato.
Adding a little power.
Goes Matrix with a dirty roll on takeoff.
He's in the pull. Rolling out. Diamond 360.
Eric. Order. Steer. Take it.
He's in air power.
Those vapes never get old. That is for sure.
Coming left. Coming further left.
Ready.
Coming further left.
Eric.
A little pull. We're in 360.
Eric.
Ready.
Burner.
Smoke on. A little pull.
This has to be one of my favorite maneuvers to fly in a wing position. Just something special when you're locked in like this.
Center pull. Smoke off. Adding power.
If you
Adding
know-
more power.
You'll notice that the slot pilot was right in between those wingtips, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Another beautiful 360 by the Diamond. Here comes Kato and Matrix for the opposing
He's the
knife
pull,
edge pass.
rolling out.
He's it out.
It's clear.
Coming left.
That was almost identical to the video we just uploaded on our YouTube channel, where you get a
little
few
more.
different angles
Oh.
of the opposing knife edge pass in that video.
Ready.
Eric. Burner.
He's in power.
As boss here, it's this is a really fun terrain. You got that hill up back show
He's
right
the
there.
pull, rolling out. The diamond roll.
Ready.
Eric. Burner.
And it's just a fun obstacle to have to kind of
On.
work the show around the terrain.
We go. Okay.
Marvin Boyd says that snap is quite over aggressive with a lot of overcorrection. Marvin, good eye there. When it comes to DCS World, unfortunately, the internet and not being on the server can make the jets look like they're doing a little bit more than they really are. We find a lot of times, if you go back and watch the replay back from the server, that those kind of overcorrections and the oversnaps tend to go away.
For the
But-
crowd, setting up the diamond rolls.
Ready.
Eric. Burner.
To your point,
A
it
little
doesn't help
more.
here because as the viewer, we still see the overcorrections from the lag.
Roll out a little bank. He's in the pull. Rolling out. Diamond rolls.
Ready.
Eric. Burner.
Smoke on.
Let's set up the half clear.
A little pull. Ready, hit it. A little pull. A little more. Pull.
That's another maneuver right there. That's hard to time. because you have to kind of count for the lag between folks.
He's on a
You
little
know, some
power.
people are in the UK,
He's in a little power.
some people are in Canada, so the internet connection is not exact.
He's in the pull, rolling out.
To the right, solos with
Wow,
the
that was a time. They're gonna be touching on him.
Fortus.
Ready.
Hey, break.
Burner. You can bring it in a little bit, Marty.
Coming right. Stand by the boards. Boards. He's on a little power.
Folks, it does not get better than that right there. That was an incredible Fortus by Peterson
Stand by the
Kato.
gear. Gear.
Outstanding work from the solos.
Boards. Up. Adding power. Adding a little more power. He's in the pull, rolling out the diamond dirty loop.
Ready.
Hey, Rick.
Burner.
For those that are in the stream, let us know what your favorite Blue Angel maneuver is and why.
Adding power.
Kevin
More
Drury,
Power.
hey, welcome to the stream.
Burners ready now. Up we go. A little more.
Michael Martin says the Burner 270 is their
Vertical
favorite.
4-6. Burners ready now.
Can't go wrong with the Burner 270 there, Michael.
Using more power. Stand by
Such
the
a great
boards.
feeling
Boards.
when you're there in person and get to feel the afterburner of all
Comes
four
the
Super Hornets.
pull.
Flyers Aviation says loop break cross. Love that maneuver all around. And still won't forget
He's in
that final
the
show in
pull,
2015.
adding power. He's in the pull, adding more power.
When they got it spot on.
He's in the pull.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Flyers Aviation.
Coming right.
It's always something special when those crosses end up just happening right at center point. Everyone's at their correct altitudes.
Up. Oops, up.
You can't beat it.
He's in power. He's in power.
Mason Fave says my favorite is the double Farvel
Pull
because it
coming
looks so
back
cool.
To the left.
Yes, sir, it does.
Better pause in between for
Bless
you.
you, Marty.
Oh wow, they would roll inverted right over your house. That's something special.
Little pull. A little more.
That must have been a treat to watch there, Mason.
Ready.
Hey, Rick.
Burner.
Corner left turn for the double Farvel. Inverted sets complete. Pumps on.
Ready.
Hey, Rick.
Burner. Pumps on.
He's in the pull. He's in the pull. Trying to get this nose down.
Michael Martin wants to know what's my favorite. From a lead perspective, I love the barrel roll break. It's very dynamic,
Adding power.
very challenging to get it just right, and it's just
Rolling out. The double Farvel.
for me, it's like a piece of art when it happens just right.
Pull.
From a wing position, I would say the diamond roll.
396. Ready. Hit it.
Take it in.
Beautiful roll in there by Blazing Burner. Very nice timing. Unfortunately, our Super Hornets do not stay as straight and level as the real thing.
They're fun.
That's just something we have to battle here in the
Ready,
virtual world.
Ready to roll. Roll it out.
Smoke off.
Nice double Farvel, guys.
He's in power. 390.
Akusa GT says Fleur de Lis. You can't go wrong with it.
80.
That is for sure, Akusa.
370. 360. Run left turn for the fan brake.
Ready.
Hands off.
Here we go.
Smoke on. Book off. Pull there. Mobby. Ease and the pull. Rolling out.
Another nice nice hit there by the solos. They're having a great flight tonight.
Take it in.
Using power. Using a little more power.
Does anyone plan on going to any Blue Angel shows this year, or Thunderbird shows for that matter?
Left. Right, echelon.
Here we go.
A little.
I personally will be going to see the Thunderbirds here in April. Looking forward to that, and possibly the Thunderbirds in August.
Bank is sour.
So,
Ready.
Smoke on.
so this one's actually extremely challenging, especially from the 3 and 4 jet here.
Oh.
You wouldn't think it, since it's just a kind of like a pass and review maneuver here. But this is always a tricky one when you got someone flying off you.
He's in the pole, coming back to the right. Go diamond.
Ready.
Here we go. Adding power. Smoke off.
But the diamond guys do not disappoint. That was a fantastic fan break. Good job.
Adding a little more power. A little pull.
Fires says he has the Thunderbirds in April as well.
Rolling out.
Will that be the Charleston Air Show there? Fires?
Here we go.
Aaron Spears says he'll be watching shows online. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That'll be most of my shows that I see this year going to be online. It's always nice when we can get a professional stream of the real shows.
Thank you.
Nice hit solos. Outstanding.
Oh. A little more. Oh.
Michael says the Thunderbirds in Peachtree City, Georgia. And being from Pensacola, he sees the Blues all the time. That's awesome, Michael. I would love to live in Pensacola just for that reason alone.
He's in the pull, rolling out the changeover roll.
Ready.
Here we go.
Mason says sadly the Blues or T-Birds aren't going to our airport this year, but we will try to go see them if there's a show nearby.
Up we go.
Yes, sir, Mason. That's all you can do. Hope that something comes around near your area.
Okay.
Every show for me this year is either 5 hours away or 16 hours away, so I'm with you. T Hammer says Kato is my favorite pilot. Let him know. I love him. Well, T Hammer, thank you so much for that. I am sure he'll be ecstatic to hear that. Kato is the man.
He's in the pull. Smoke.
And there Kato goes up to the vertical.
380.
Woody Train, I will be in Maine myself as well in August.
A little more. Pull.
Very
Left
cool.
turn, setting up for the line of rest loop.
Ready.
Here we go. Corner.
A little more pull. It's 340.
Akusa says the Frankie Trick and Lori. I'm probably saying that wrong.
There we go.
They're doing a U.S. tour this year. That is awesome. I hope I get to see them because that is something special for sure.
Pass. He's in the pull. Rolling out the bank. Go line of rest.
Ready.
Here we go. Corner.
Wingflex Aviation,
Adding power.
welcome.
A little more power.
Maui Michael says, sweet vapor.
Wings are level. Smoke.
Yes, sir. Yes,
off.
sir.
Up we go. A little more pull.
Woody Train says the vapor mod looks good. Hopefully that will be something fine-tuned and realistic someday in the game. That would be nice to have something that's kind of based on weather within DCS World. It's a little bit more dynamic. But yeah,
He's in power.
Kato did an outstanding job putting the vapor mod together, and a whole lot of other things that go into making this mod what it is today. We owe a big thanks to Kato for that, and Granelli, and Silent Eagle, and anyone else that's worked on the jet. But Kato has been putting in the overtime lately.
Easing the pull. Easing the pull. Easing the pull.
Really nice fan
Adding power.
line abreast loop there.
Everybody.
Partner.
Matrix. Stinger.
Matrix attach.
It's clear.
Smoke off. Coming left.
Fire says Charleston Airshow going to be good, I hope. Promising the B-29 on static. Yes. I can't wait. Looks like we got 317s that are going to be flying over Charleston as well. That's going to be super cool to see.
Everything's clear.
Michael says, how difficult is it for the solos
Out zombie.
to time their maneuvers and keep boss's airspace clear? Always wondered. Well, Michael, that is their primary job is to get that timing down.
7-9.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to verbal cues. Boss is making sure the solos hear certain things like smoke on, okay, in certain points of his maneuvers. That way the solos know, okay, it's time to turn in and get set up here. So it's a dance where they're really paying attention to boss, and everyone's just kind of relying on each other to be where they need to be when they need to be there. So at a first glance, very hard, but with some practice, not too bad.
Rolling out the vertical brake.
Right.
Partner.
Adding power.
Jonathan Ward wonders, when was the last time we used the Bearcat? It's been quite a long time, Jonathan. I would say 2015, somewhere in there.
We go. On. Adding power. Ready, break. Smoke off. Bosses.
Air Brake's first night back, and he's already getting these maneuvers dialed in. Once a virtual Blue Angel, always a virtual Blue Angel. Just goes to show that you don't lose it once you got it.
Leveling.
Mason Fave says, nice vertical break. Yes, sir.
$330. $330. Pretty easy left. $330. Simple coming back right.
Fires wants to know, does boss call go diamond, or would that be slot or maneuver dependent? It's changed over the years, Fires.
For the barrel break.
Right.
For that maneuver, I do believe it's boss. I could be wrong,
A
though.
little more.
Last year it was boss. But yeah, depending on the maneuver, like I know slot calls the take it in, smoke on for the double farvel.
Easing the pull. Rolling out. the barrel break.
Ready.
Hey, break. Burner.
Drawn out, roll out there. Adding power. Adding a little more power. Smoke on. Up we go. A little more pull.
Michael Martin says Souls are killing it tonight. The real Blue Angel 5 and 6 might have some competition. Well,
Okay.
they are doing a great job, that's for sure. Now, if Virtual 5 and 6 strapped on a Super Hornet,
Using power. Using more.
probably be a big learning curve.
Power. Comes the pull. A little more pull.
Let's see if we get some vapes on the backside of this maneuver here.
Using the pull.
Not quite.
Rolling a little bit. Ready, break. Best limit coming left 250.
Mason Faves wants to know, has there been a time when a really bad glitch has happened and it delays the show or messes things up?
200.
Unfortunately, Mason, there has been a few times where, you know, things are out of our control. Someone's computer starts having issues, the internet starts going out, the weather's bad, whatever it may be.
280. A little pull.
You'll have 4 balls.
Boss.
Generally, we don't delay things. If something happens to somebody, we'll keep on with the show, and hopefully that person will be able to get back up in the air in time before,
Using the pull.
so they don't lose as
Rolling out.
little as maneuvers as possible.
Hey, break. Burner.
Smoke on. Ease. Center point. Ready, break.
Jonathan wants to know, how are air shows in DCS organized and planned, especially with multiplayer teams like us?
Mark, coming left.
So it is tricky, but usually the air show organizers will kind of put out a time slot sheet in GMT format, and every team will kind of put in
Accelerating hat.
a 2 to 4 hour time block that might work best for them, where they know they can all be available. And then it's up to the air show organizer to kind of just
Mark 370.
put the pieces together
1 mile.
and
Mark 370.
just make sure everybody is available.
Half mile. Mark.
Generally, air shows are on weekends, so most folks have the day off, hopefully. Very nice low break cross. That's what I'm talking about. That was one of the best ones this year so far. Winter training is certainly paying off here for the Virtual Blue Angels. Low-key unknown wants to know, how long does it take to create your own jet, like the Super Hornet? Very long time. Very long time, because not only do you either have to modify or create a 3D model,
60.
including the animations and painting the jet and doing all that fun stuff, but you also have to do a little bit of calculus and figure out the flight model and try to get the jet to act as closely to the real thing as you can imagine. It's actually quite impressive. Flying our Super Hornet, a lot of time went into it, and you know, when I'm leading I'm following the numbers of the real guys
Oh,
as closely as possible, and it blows my mind sometimes where if you go and watch
right, stand by the boards.
any live show where you can hear the comms, the real guys, you'll hear boss say vertical 5-5
A little
on a few different looping maneuvers, and
a little more.
as long as you're doing the right parameters in DCS World, you can hit vertical 5-5. So it's really impressive what you can do with the coding knowledge
What set
to make it as accurate as possible.
Just regular gun.
Ease in the pull. Rolling out.
If you want, if you're feeling comfy air brake, you can offset in a little bit like a Diamond 360, same optical.
Copy.
Once we're like burners out on the backside of it.
Gotcha.
Smoke on. Boards up. Coming left. Adding power. Adding more power. Burners ready now. Comes the pull. Burners ready now. Ease power. Some more power.
Outstanding burner 270 by the Diamond there. That's looking really nice. Loki Unknown wants to know, along with that, do y'all use your own in-game radios to talk to each other, or just Discord or TeamSpeak? So we use TeamSpeak primarily. We've found over the years it's just been super reliable because you are in control of your own TeamSpeak server. And we've also found that it's kind of had the least amount of latency for communications for things like the Diamond Aileron rule. Wow, look at that burner 270. That is outstanding.
Power. Using the pull. Rolling out.
Mason Fave says he also loves the Delta Breakout. It's one of his faves as well.
Use it out. Get the stuff. Looks clear. Clear done.
380.
You can bring it
370.
in a little air brake.
Break. 360 coming left. We're behind the card for the Delta roll. Boss 6-9.
Buddy.
Eric. Burner.
Matrix 6-1.
Kato 5-8.
Oh,
3 for 3.
a little pull. 3 for 3. A little more pull. 350.
Got 6 boss.
Lowell Brown says, I love you guys. Thanks, Lowell. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here, Vapor.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir.
Glad to be here.
Jonathan Ward wants to know, is there a specific headset and throttle stick controls the team is required to use for our performance? There is not a
Using the
specific one at the moment.
pull. Rolling out.
With that being said, a great budget stick is the Thrustmaster 16,000. You cannot go wrong there.
Kato.
But a few of the guys use Wing products. But Wing,
Smoke on.
Thrustmaster, CH, all great brands for getting into this kind of precision flying. As far as headset, hey,
Okay.
whatever you're most comfortable with. Mike Martin wants to know, is wake turbulence an issue during rejoins? Mike Martin, generally not. It could be an issue if you're not flying the parameters correctly. But you'll notice that whether it's Delta, Diamond, anytime the wingmen are rejoining on Boss's jet,
Ease and the pull.
we do something called a bearing line rejoin. So they're in their positions
Coming left.
on left or right wing, just very far out. So that way they're sliding down into Boss's wing instead of coming from behind the formation and getting into that wake turbulence.
A little more. Pull. We're in front of the crowd for the fleur de lis.
Buddy.
Eric.
Burner.
Edrix.
Kato.
Smoke off.
Shift it.
Welcome to the stream, Gonzo. Or sorry, Gizmo. Forgive me. Hawaii dispenser, beautiful roll. Thank you, sir.
Ease
Or
in
madam.
the pull. Rolling out. Flirtily.
Marty.
Eric.
Burner.
Edrix.
Kato.
Adding power. A little power. Up we go.
Viper Productions, welcome.
Smoke on.
Glad to see you.
Ready, mate.
Ready, roll! Take it in.
Hornet Gaming wants to know if this is actually live, and indeed it is.
Some more power. Comes the pull.
Hornet Gaming, every Thursday we'll be streaming live. The guys start flying around 8:15. And we're trying to just have some fun with our winter training while we're not doing any shows and get some live
He's in the pull.
practices in here on YouTube.
Coming left.
That way we can kind of share our progress with you guys and makes us a little bit more ready when it comes to doing a show.
He's in the pull. Coming back to the right.
Hawaii Dispenser wants to know if you've ever tried a flying formation in Arma 3. I personally have not. Maybe some of the other guys have. But indeed it does sound challenging. That is for sure. Lowell Brown says, what's the practice schedule so far? Currently, we're doing 3 days a week.
Contact 4.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. And Thursday is the day that we've just kind of chosen to go live.
Marty 400.
Eric 600.
Burner 200.
Edrix 400.
Kato 600.
320. For the right, a little pull. 320. Ease in the pull. Ease in the pull. Rolling out. 330. Loop right cross.
Marty.
Eric.
Burner.
Edrix.
Kato got 6 plus.
Setting power. Adding more power. Up we go. A little more pull. Vertical 6-6. Ease and power. Using more power. Ready, break. Center point. Smoke off. Leveling.
Beautiful break there by the
3,000
Delta.
feet, 70, 1 mile mark.
This is such a fun maneuver to fly.
1.5 mark. 2 miles.
Will Brown
mark.
wants to know if we'll be recruiting in the near future. Well, that's hard to say. Anything is possible. I would just keep an eye on that Discord channel. And if anyone has not joined the Discord, you can do so in the description of this live stream. But if we'll be recruiting, you'll definitely be able to hear. You'll definitely hear about it on Discord, Facebook, and through these streams. So definitely keep an eye out.
Horizon 94200. Ease and power. Ease and the pull. Ready, roll, hat.
Akusa wants to know what's the key to a perfect loop break cross.
3
And
miles,
honestly,
mark.
that's really just being on the numbers, listening to boss, mashing where he's at. He's calling
2 miles,
airspeed,
Mark 400.
He's calling his distance from center point,
Setting 350.
and as long as you're
Mile and a half,
matching that,
Mark 400.
that's really the key. And on your way back in, just making sure
Mile,
you're
Mark
looking at
400.
airspeed, altitude, distance constantly
Mile, Mark.
to make sure that you're matching the numbers.
Center point. Coming left. He's in power. 370. Little pull 360.
Jonathan Ward wants to know, is each team member required to buy all
he's
the
the bull
currently
heading
available
mark.
sceneries in
Rolling
DCS
out.
in case of any show that is scheduled in said scenery? Jonathan, no one's required to purchase any extra modules. Of course, it's nice to have.
40.
It gives everybody a little bit more
Power.
options, but
340.
there is no pressure at all to purchase something. We
Left.
if for some reason a couple of the guys didn't have Nevada, we would be flying on Caucasus,
One for the crowd for the Delta breakout.
Buddy.
or another free map.
Corner.
Matrix.
Okay, we got 6 bucks. Pass. Little pull.
Lowell wants to know what's my favorite and least favorite maneuvers in the Blues profile. As boss, my favorite maneuver I say would be the barrel roll break. That's what I said earlier. It's a work of art to get it just right. It's super dynamic and it's just a lot of fun to fly. From a wing perspective, the diamond roll is my favorite because if you do it just right, the whole world just rotates around you. Once you're locked in there.
Rolling out. The Delta breakout.
Buddy.
As far as least favorite maneuver, the hardest one for me leading was, I'd say, burner 270 and barrel roll break, but I love all the maneuvers. Ooh. Looks like Slot had an issue there. Got a little too excited. Actually, it looks like he froze. His game is has crashed, or he's had an internet issue. So that's pretty exciting. That looks scary at first.
$20.
So someone asked if anything ever happens when we fly virtually that will affect the show, and hey, there you go.
Yeah, we will.
Stay in your seats, please. Yes, indeed.
On the crowd for the Delta left pitcher break, 27.
Buddy.
Hey, break. Matrix.
Kato got 6 bucks.
Boss, coming right, smoke on.
Mason says besides the little glitch there, that was an awesome Delta breakout. Thank you so much, Mason. Viper Productions also says, nice time in 360. Thank you so much. I assume they are going back to the start of the replay.
And a little more. Pull.
Or their internet is super behind.
Adding power. Adding a little power. He's in the pull. Rolling out the Delta left pitcher break, 27.
Buddy, left break hook.
Hey, break. Matrix.
Kato.
So I guess a better answer to your
brother.
question there, Lowell. My least favorite maneuver is landing. Because that means the show's over.
Center point. Pause breaking.
Have a good night, Mike Martin. Glad to see you. See you at the next one. Thanks for joining us. Will says Blaze is doing great so far since he became lead.
Gear.
I'm so proud of everyone. We are so proud of everyone as well. Everyone's been doing a fantastic
Hey,
job.
break. Gear flaps look up. Matrix. Gear flaps look up.
Kato, let's go.
Double check the green. The stagger is right 190, Marty.
210 air break.
200 Matrix.
220, Kato.
175, Marty.
200 air break.
200 Matrix.
210, Kato.
165, Marty.
180 air break.
190 Matrix.
200, Kato.
155, Marty.
160, Aubrey.
185 matrix.
190, Kato.
150, Marty.
150, Aubrey.
Ian Roberts says that burner guy sucks.
145,
Yeah, that's
Marty.
just not very nice.
145, Aubrey.
160 matrix.
170, Kato.
140 all the way, Marty.
140 all the way, Aubrey.
155 matrix.
165, Kato.
Shuggy says thank you for doing what you do, Camel. See you next week. See you, Shuggy. Have a good night. Thanks for being here.
150, Kato.
See you next week.
140 all the way, Kato.
T Hammer wants to know, is Kato still in the UK? He lives in the UK, Hammer. But it should be noted that he is an
Also
American. So don't let his location fool you.
What is okay?
Will says, great practice, boys. I gotta get back to the kids. Can I get a VIP ride next week? We can certainly see what we can do. We hope to do things like backseat rides and VIP rides very soon. As it is possible for us to do that. We just have to get things sorted, so. Hopefully we can start doing some more community fun flights in the future, do some backseat stuff, and just get up in the air with you guys. YE says, great camera work too. Thank you so much, YE. We're trying to get better every day, that's for sure. I forgot the camera shake mod tonight, and a few other things to make it a little bit better, but hey, that's alright. 5 EBA. 20 years. Again, thanks for being here, everybody, on our 20th anniversary. Stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified when we're going to go live. Again, every Thursday around 8:15, we will be here.
Landing checks.
Ready.
And we hope to see you at the next one.
Check your sun pressure off. Take your tab, flap side, tax light off. Reset your trim, save your seat.
Ready.
Matrix.
Kato.
Have a good one.